Well, good morning. It is Sunday, the 11th, and I couldn't sleep. Well, actually, it's Monday morning at 3. What time is it now? 3:24 a.m. So, since we can't sleep, why not film a video? Wake up early. I have some laundry I need to do. I need to run some errands with my son today, my oldest son. And Jim's off island. I have some questions I'm going to be going over, but I just wanted to get some foundation on. So what kind of foundation did I just put on? Just a little. I'll be going over my brows. This is the NYX or NYX in medium. Actually, it needs to be a little darker. So what I'll do is I'll get the NYX Pro Foundation Mixer. I actually have it in this darker color, which is deep. And I think I have it in white. There you go. So when your foundation is too dark, use the white pigment. When your foundation is too light, use the darker pigment. Like I'll just swatch for you. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be putting a full face of makeup or not. So we'll go over the NYX. It's not a makeup tutorial or anything. I just wanted to turn on the camera and create a video. Medium NYX. I'll put a little swatch. It's a little on the light side. So that's the medium. So of course, I just have it on my face. That's why my face is a little shiny. It is more for full coverage. So we just got done putting that on. My face is a little tacky. Making sure my camera's on because I thought it was on. I was talking for 2 to 3 minutes. And apparently wasn't on. But the nice thing is that I'm not going to have to edit this video. My life unedited. Okay. I don't think I'm going to use concealer. I'm not in the mood. Let's get my NYX powder. This is their translucent powder. I'm just going to get a big fluffy brush. This one is generic from eBay or eBay. Is it eBay? eBay. Probably from eBay. Get a little closer. Little dusting of powder. By the time I put a little bit of bronzer on, it'll be okay. I don't have perfect skin. Never admitted it. What am I? 54, 55. Born in 1966. You know, I find that as you get older, you don't want to be really reminded of your birthdays. Not when you're young. Like, hey, I'm 16 years old. I think when I started reaching probably more like into my 50s, I focused more on my kids, my grandkids. I'm going to go over my CoverGirl pressed powder in buff beige. This is the powder foundation for normal skin, which I have combo skin. I don't have normal skin. I take my IT Cosmetic flat brush, go into the powder. Yes, this girl loves the brush. I love this pressed powder foundation. And I'll buff it into my skin. You know, when I'm doing makeup tutorials on my other channel, it normally takes me, what, an hour and 20 minutes because I edit out. Because if not, my foundation would take me like forever to do. Putting it back into the powder, buffing it in. I might just put on brows and a lip today. Keep it really easy. We still have the mask mandate here. So we're going to be putting a pair of sunglasses on. And whenever you're in a store, you still have to wear the mask. So I'm not going to waste my time putting a lot of makeup. Sunglasses and your mask. Because our governor still likes the mask mandate when you're in the store. Now when you're out of the store, you can do whatever. Let's find a gloss. What kind of gloss do I want? Probably one from NYX. Whatever I grab is what we're gonna get. This is the Lip Tarte Lip Sculptor Lip Gloss and Lipstick. So this one actually has lipstick on one end. What color is this? This one is in Renegade. I guess I'll swatch it because some people are going to ask. A little on the bright side. We're not using the bright lipstick. We're using the gloss on the other side. Let me swatch the gloss. Okay. It's a light gloss on the lips. Can you hear the coqui frogs outside? Because it's up early, it's still dark. You can kind of tell. Normally you see light through my windows. But there's no light this morning because this girl is up early. I find that when Jim is off island, I tend to get more things done around the house. Don't ask me why. I feel more motivated to do things when he's not home. And it's not his fault, it's just me. I have nobody else to blame but myself. Let's get a little bit more powder on the eyes. Let's do the brows. We're gonna get our CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Fine and Defined Pencil. I know some people out there want to know, how does this girl put on her brows? And normally on my other channel, when I'm doing a makeup tutorial, I might do one brow and don't do the other brow. It just depends. Sometimes I'll use a powder. In fact, the unit is sharpened. It's a little on the sharp side. So I'm going to get rid of the blunt a little bit, which I just did. And now I just broke the tip right off. See the tip? Came right off the pencil. See, on my other channel, I would have to edit this out. But since we have our trash can right here, I'm going to sharpen it. Because this is unedited. We're going to have to sharpen this pencil. Or toss it into the trash and grab another one. Let's do that. There's not a lot of pencil left on that. So plan B, get another brow pencil. Look how small that one is. Is this in the same color? Rich brown. We start in the corner right here. I'm getting my makeup mirror right here. And look forward, start from the top. Go right across a few times. Make an arch and come down. I like to take my time in doing my brows. Now when I'm in a rush, I'll just color it in like how you do in a coloring book. And I'm heading out the door. So I'll do that, a couple of strokes. I like to take my time in doing my brows, especially if I'm only doing brows and lips. So I'll do that. Come down a little. So I can always feather it out. I go a little lighter in the front here. I know this is not going to be a beauty tutorial, to be honest. I just wanted to just turn on the camera and put on a little bit of makeup with you guys. Now in my other videos, I apologize, I did have my brows on. So that's what it looks like. Without doing your brow, with your brows. Without your brows, and go a little farther back. Without doing your brows, brows unfinished, brows finished. That's what it looks like. One day, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like a full face on this side, and no makeup on this side. Or like a no makeup look. and then full face of makeup on one side. Let me know if you want to see that one day. I'm not happy with this brow pencil, so I'm going to grab another one. I'll hop back and forth. Same color, but this one I like to... I'm right-handed, so I'm looking in the mirror and I feel like everything is reversed. But I'm not having to worry because I'm not editing this. So I'm just sitting here. I got my cup of tea. Actually, I don't know why I'm pointing over there when it's right here. It's warm, so here's the ice. Yep, we got a little bit of ice. And then in about an hour and a half, I'll grab myself a cup of coffee, which is iced coffee. Get back to doing your brows, girlfriend. Stop talking. Actually, if I don't end up talking, you'll just be hearing the coqui frogs outside, so I apologize for that. This is real life in Hawaii. Coqui frogs, they love it when it's raining. We had actually dry weather because you don't hear the river in the back of my house or creek raging, and when that ends up happening, I'm going to have to end up closing my 2 windows that is above me right here, because you won't be able to hear me, and I'll have to let you know when I first start filming because it starts getting loud. Right now it's a little babbling brook, but when it's raining, basically, let's just say, when the river rises in the back of my house about 8 to 10 feet, I need to basically close all these windows so I won't be able to film. So take advantage of the silence, girlfriend. Take advantage of the silence. Now, do I want a bigger arch on this side or not? Not sure. Doesn't look crooked on camera. Let's feather it out. And this gloss is irritating me, so I'm going to blot it. I don't like a tacky gloss. That's it, blot. Yes, tacky. I don't know why. It's not that it tastes funky or smell funky or anything. Let's get our spoolie and kind of run that through. I'll go back to my CoverGirl Pressed Powder Foundation, and since we're not doing foundation, I'm just going to give my eyes a light dusting. I want to put a mascara. I don't know why. I want to put a mascara, but I don't want to put a mascara. Champagne problems, Ronald. Champagne problems. My mom would say, girlfriend, make a decision and just do it. When you think you have problems, there's other people out there that have bigger problems than you, honey. That's the one thing I love about my mom. She just said it like it is. You want to see what my... Okay, we got the brows. Let's get my lash curler. I'll show you what it looks like with a little bit of mascara. Since you're... I think my first couple of videos, I didn't have hardly any makeup on, to be honest. I feel like I'm squeezing my eyeballs out. Here. I feel like my allergies are acting up. Oh, so irritating. That's when I don't want to wear like any makeup at all, which is acting up right now. And I don't want to take a Benadryl because it's going to make me drowsy. So I changed my mind. We're going to do mascara. Laura Mercier black mascara. Maybe not. Maybe Tarte. I don't like mascara being goopy, to be honest. I like it dry. That's goopy. We're not gonna use that. We are gonna look for a dry mascara. Buxom. Are we a little on the dry side? No, you're goopy too, so we're not gonna use you. Where is your drier mascara? What is this? Laura Mercier Amethyst Caviar Stick Eye Color. That's where it went. Oh my goodness, I found something that I've been looking for a long time. Look at that. Like a brownish color. Now I want to wear eyeshadow. Do I? Don't I? Do I? So undecisive. So undecisive. I don't know. My eyes are tearing up this morning. Not the good. You know what? Let's make a decision. Grab one of your many brushes that you have, and we're going to test this caviar stick. If it doesn't come on, it doesn't come on. I'll look funky for the rest of the video on here. I was going to put a full face of makeup, and I'm not. I am not. Look, when you got to run a few errands. We're going to test this caviar stick. I'm just going to put it in the corner of my eye right here. And up in the crease. And up in the corner, and I can blend it out. Yes, she has no idea what she's doing. In fact, I'm going to look at my viewfinder on my phone. And since I'm winging it, you're going to wing it along with me. So we're going to do that and that. Normally, I would not do that with a shadow stick, but I am so lazy. Not wanting to wear a lot of makeup. Now we get our blending brush. And I should probably put a little bit of powder on there. Okay. And blend it out. I'll just soften the corners. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I said, my life unedited. Sometimes when I find something that I haven't found for a while, because I was going through some of my makeup over here and cleaning it out, and I must have just stumbled across this caviar stick that I was looking for. It was stuck underneath my tray of mascaras over here. Things that happen in your life. Okay. Not bad. Not happy, but not good, but not bad. And yes, I know I'm being kind of sloppy this morning. But like I said, I wasn't in a mood for makeup. I need a fluffier brush. That's what happens. When you want a brush, you can't find it. And when you don't need it, you have all the brushes. Okay, fluffier brush. Okay. As I say, blend, blend, blend. As the big gurus would say, blend, blend, blend. Or some of them have their photo filters on. That's another pet peeve of mine. Half of the people on Instagram are using photo filters while they're doing their Instagram videos. It is what it is, whatever they want to do. Come across as having flawless face. But then throw a filter on. Honey. Okay, since I'm this far, I'm gonna grab my Tartelette palette. I'm gonna do a full face. I'm gonna do an easy, go into my white color right here, do right above the brow bone, because I'm gonna be blending it again. Only meant to come on here and put a little bit foundation powder and a gloss, and I was gonna end up talking, but this is what happens when your life is unedited. Yep. In fact, going to this lighter color right here. I'll put that right in the corner of my eye. Because I'm going to put a shimmer to blend that out. Not bad. Not happy, but not disappointed. I apologize if I'm making too much noise, but I wasn't in the mood to put on makeup, and YouTube made me do it. Blame YouTube. YouTube made me do it. recommend. What are you folks up to? I know that some of you who watch my video probably stumbled across it. Going, my life unedited. What is this channel about? Well, honey, it's literally about nothing. This girl has no agenda in life. This channel is not about editing videos. But if you want that, give me a comment. I'll give you a link to my beauty channel where everything is edited. Not filtered, but edited. This is unedited. You sitting down with me, having a cup of coffee, or whenever you're watching this video. Little bit of shimmer in the corner, why not? We've gone this far. We're all in now. Okay, mascara. Not happy. Not happy. I want my oh, that's not coming off. Look. That is not coming off, which means it won't be budging on my face. Let's put one layer of mascara and see what it looks like. Turn my magnifying mirror around. Try not to knock you folks over. One layer of mascara. I normally like to put 2 or 3, depending on my mood. Up close and personal. Oh, this girl has no idea what she's going to end up talking about, so I have no idea what this title is going to end up being until I upload the video. Just poked my eye. See? That we would have to edit out. Stabbing my eyeball with my mascara wand. See, that's a nice thing about this channel. Is that you're not allowed to edit your videos. If you make a mistake, it's in there. But you know what? We all make mistakes while putting on our makeup. I just prefer not to stab my eyeball while I'm putting on mascara. Ugh, ugh. Not happy. Not happy. Yeah, let's get our 3D fiber lash. 3D fiber lash. Why is it that always one side of my eye is fluffier than the other? This is just dark black fibers that you put on the edge of your lashes. Mostly this eye, because this eye you can barely see. That's when your mascara is wet. And I need to get a new one. Should order a new one. I normally order it on Amazon. Oh no. Okay. Not happy, happy, happy. Not sad. Another layer of mascara. It'll take me 15 to 20 minutes to do mascara. Oh, almost stabbed myself in the eyeball. It's only because I'm not using my magnification mirror. If not, I twisted my cord because I'm using my iPhone over here to film it. And we're already 24 minutes in, and this girl didn't accomplish talking about anything but putting her makeup. It's 3 something in the morning because she can't sleep. I'll probably want to come back and put another layer. I'm happy that I found the caviar stick. Okay, Laura Mercier. I have no idea what color this is. The caviar stick. Good for 18 months. Oh, it's an amethyst. Okay. Just checking, Ronald. Just checking, talking to yourself on the YouTube. Talk to myself all the time. You know, before when I was young, and my parents used to walk up and down, not walk up and down the street like homeless people, but where their business was, we would walk down the street to Woolworths. For those of you who are young enough to know what Woolworths is, so they would give you your $2 and you would go to Woolworths and buy candy. I used to buy teen magazines, whatever. And there used to be this guy that used to be talking in the corner of the four-way on the sidewalk, talking to himself, literally talking to himself. You know what I think about that now? The guy would make a great content creator. Because back then you're considered crazy. Now you have people over here talking to yourself. We're just filming it and putting it on the internet. Back then they thought you were crazy. If I can, and if I had the patience, I would be putting another layer of mascara. After this, I'm probably going to make myself a piece of toast. Start a load of laundry. I better stop with the mascara because I'm going to make a mistake. Get my fan. This one. Hopefully it works. I'll put on low, medium, high. Just to... or put in low because you can't hear me drying the mascara. Okay, it's on low right now, so you can. It's on low right now, so you can hear me talk. I'm going to put it on high just for like a few seconds. Okay, that should be okay. Turn it off, Ramen. You know what? We've gone this far. I don't know whether I want to do a... I want to put liner at the bottom of my lashes. At the bottom of my eyes, not my lashes. I'm not going to tight line because I can never tight line on the video. And if I did, I'd be going blind. Because I can't tight line on the video. Let's see. I know I have a pencil in here that's black. There we go. This is, what is this? This is Sephora black eye pencil in black. Just a little bit on the lower waterline. Just a little bit. Real little bit. In fact, should I sharpen this? Let's sharpen it. Just a little bit with what sharpener? This sharpener that catches all the sharpening of the pencils. Not bad. Need another one. Sounds like it's funky on me. You know, before I used to have a lighter in high school. You would light the tip just a little bit to kind of warm it up, or probably put it into your broth to warm it up, or in a cup of warm water to kind of make it a little bit more liquidy. There's probably more black on that side than this side. That's because this eye and this eye is tearing up and irritating me. I have no idea why you're tearing up. Allergies, girl. Allergies. Allergies. So we're going to get a cotton swab and go back into our powder to fix the problem. That, the powder. Adjust my mirror. I go into the corner. I don't like using a lot of powder, to be honest. The more powder I put in my eyes, the more you see your wrinkles. And I'm not sure whether, what do you think? See, look, it's tearing right here. And I have a blemish right there. So what we're gonna do is take my powder on our powder puff and go over your face. And if you don't want people to notice, you can go a little farther back like this and talk. Or not. We're going to be up close and personal and show all of our flaws today. Okay. Well, Roland, since you said you weren't going to put on any makeup and you're putting on makeup, let's put a lip liner. Lip liner, lip liner, lip liner. What kind of lip liner? I would love to do a bold red lip with you guys today, but we're wearing a mask, so that's not going to happen. So we'll do NYX lip liner. Here we go. This is NYX lip liner in 828 Ever. We're gonna line our whole lip. Rub our lips together. Fill in my lip without going over, which I just did. So we'll get our powder and fix it. Just like that. On my other channel, I would have to edit it out and continue on lining your lip, but we're not going to do that. Yes, I have shaky hands. Did I ever tell you folks a story? I probably did on my other channel, but I'll mention it here. About, what's it, 13 years ago, I was a supervisor at a credit union, and I was on my way home from work, getting ready to go home and pick up my kids to take them to the county fair. Well, apparently this dude decided differently for me. He ran a red light and rammed straight into my handle cord. Sideswiped me. My car went spinning off on the side. I almost got killed, passed out, ended up in a coma for a couple of days. I ended up with permanent nerve damage that comes down my neck on both of my hands. I went to physical therapy for a year. And eventually went to go see, what do you call those doctors that deal with your nerves and stuff like that? And he told me there's nothing we can do about it. You're gonna have to live with it. You can take medication. That's the same kind of medication that they give for people who have Parkinson's. But basically, once you go into Parkinson's medication, it'll help the shaking, where literally it'll stop the shaking from happening. And you can go on living your life like that. And I refused to take the medication because the side effects was worse than the actual shaking. So my hand is just slightly shaky this morning. Not as shaky, right? Let's look at this hand. Not bad. But when I'm putting on my brows and lip and stuff, that's when you see my hand shaking. That's the story on why this girl has shaky hands. Stupid people who like to drink and drive and not pay attention on what they're doing. I wrote down some of the questions that somebody asked for me to go ahead and answer, and I think it was probably from one of my first videos. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna move my makeup mirror away because it's irritating me. Adjust my ring light because it's dark this morning. Turn it up a little so you can actually see me. Whoa, okay, better. And I have some questions. I'll be going over it if I feel like it. I think it touched a little bit on my second marriage in my last video about how abusive he was. And I noticed that I got a few comments on a lot of women who was able to relate, or they were married to an alcoholic. Jim, who I'm with now, is not an alcoholic. He'll have a drink here or two, but he's not an alcoholic. My first husband was not an alcoholic. My first husband was he was in law enforcement. And that's where I got my first son from. We were dating from, he's actually 4 years older than me. So I was in high school. I was 16. I was allowed to date. And I could only date him because my parents and his parents kind of knew one another. So I had very strict parents. I could only go out either a Friday night or a Saturday night. So I had to pick and choose. And because I was the oldest from my mom's second marriage, me, and then I have an older sister from my mom's previous marriage, so same mother, different father, a younger sister 4 years younger than me, and a younger brother 5 years younger than me. And my mom was pretty strict when it came to me. That's a totally different topic. But getting back to my first marriage, we met through my sister because she was dating my first husband's best friend. So I met him through my sister, who used to work at a bakery. And I think he asked my sister if I wanted to go out. And in the beginning, I really wasn't interested, which was probably a sign. But he was actually my first real boyfriend. Just checking if I have lipstick in my teeth. Okay. And I think my sister went to my mom and asked like permission to go out with me, blah, blah, blah. And so we went out like on the first date. I can't even remember where it was. This was back in 1982. I was 16, he was 20. He graduated from a totally different school than me. He was the only child. His life dream was to be a police officer or be in law enforcement. And he had just taken the test and got into the police recruit class. And to make a long story short, we dated all through my high school years as he was a recruit through the class. And then after that, he got transferred to the opposite side of the island, because once you get through the recruit training, you have to put a location on what district in the county of Hawaii, on the island that I live on. And he was going to be on the total opposite side of the island from me, which at that time I thought was distraught. But when I look at the crap that I've been through in my life now, that's like nothing. But back then I thought it was like, my life was going to end. Hello. God, if I could go back then and tell myself, girlfriend, you don't have no problems. So we did it, blah, blah, blah. I graduated. And then I went to my mom because I turned 18, and I told her that I wanted to move with him. And my mom was very old-fashioned, because you don't move in with a boy unless you're getting married. So you have to get married. I didn't want to get married. My dad didn't want me to get married. So I went back to my boyfriend, aka my first husband, which means I got married. And I told him, my mom's not going to let me move in with you to your apartment. I need to get married. I need to go from dating to graduating and then getting married. So what ended up happening was, I told him, my mom's not going to let me move in with you unless we get married. So he went out to Zales, bought a ring, proposed during Christmas of 1984, and I got married in March of 85. Like a stupid head, I got married. And to be honest, I should have ended up just probably moving in with him and finding out what kind of person he was, because he was a very, very, very controlling person. He's not here anymore. He passed away 3 years ago from liver cancer. He's been going up and down with liver cancer, so he's with God right now. And that's my oldest son, who's going to be 33, who lives with me now, who broke up with his girlfriend, lives with me in this home. And yeah, he was very controlling. My mom knew that he was very controlling, but you know, I go from a controlling mom to a controlling what? Boyfriend, husband. To me, it was kind of more exciting to be away from my mom and to be with somebody else. And I would sort of like figure it out on my own. You know, I'm going to figure out life on my own. Oh, girl, I had no idea what the hell I was getting into. I was miserable. Miserable. But, you know, as my mom would say, you made your bed, you lie in it, right? You get yourself out of it. So I tolerated it for 7 years. Had my son, who's now 33, putting some little bit of, what is this? Maui Moisture, and it's hair mask, but I use it as a leave-in conditioner to style my hair. My hair is getting thin as you get older. Normally I would do my hair later on, but since I'm on camera, I'll just do it now. Run it through my hair, my short hair. Put a little bit on the top, Ramen. Put a little bit of that on the top. Cover it so it won't fall on the floor. See, that's the nice thing about being on this channel. I can just freely talk about anything. On my other channel, I'll be, let me put on my mascara and I'll be right back. Or let me go ahead and fix my hair and I'll be right back. Well, right here is like, honey, this is what you see, this is what you get. There. So, getting back to my first husband, very controlling to the point where I worked for a little bit for a chiropractor, but I didn't like the doctor. I didn't like the kind of hours they were giving me. It was like, we're going to give you 5 hours 3 times a week. By the time I put gas in my car, put on my makeup and my uniform, I wouldn't be making any money for the week. So I went to work part-time for my dad on the side. They had an office on that side of the island, the opposite side of the island. I live on the east side. This is on the west side of the island, 130 something miles away from my parents. And yeah, very controlling. I was told what to cook for dinner, which, you know, in the beginning it didn't bother me. But basically, I just wasn't happy. I really wasn't happy. Eventually, he got transferred over to the east side of the island, the side that my parents live on. And we bought a piece of property, built a home, did everything the way he wanted. We're gonna get married, we're gonna buy a home, we're gonna build a stone wall, we're gonna put up a gate, we're gonna put up a fence, and then you're gonna get pregnant. And then 2 years after that, we're gonna have a girl or a boy or whatever it is. And to be honest, we followed through with everything. And probably 3 years into owning our home, sorry, I need to clear my camera notification saying that somebody's in my garage. Probably my 2 boys end up talking to one another. But yeah, I just was not happy. He was totally controlling. I used to just hand over my paycheck, because when we moved back over to the east side of the island, I ended up working at a credit union. I just used to end up giving him my paycheck. He paid for all the bills and gave me an allowance. But he was extremely controlling. Think of somebody that's controlling in your life and just times it by 10. That's how bad he was. And not just controlling, but he was seeing somebody else on the side. So he came home from work one day. Came home, he was working the 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. shift for the police department. And he came home, walked into the door. I was already packing my bags, packing my suitcases. I took two suitcases of clothing. My son at that time, that was 2.5 or 3 years old, was at my mother-in-law's house. And I just started packing. Something just told me, girlfriend, you need to leave. I just needed to pack up and leave. I was at a breaking point already, on the verge of having a nervous breakdown. And he came home, came into the house. I said, how was your shift or whatever? How was work? And he said, oh, fine, blah, blah, blah. Talked about work. And he was getting ready to go take a shower. And I asked him to take down a large suitcase that was up in the closet because I needed another suitcase to leave. He didn't even think about what I was doing. That's how much attention I actually got from him. He didn't even realize that the suitcase that I actually told him to take down in the closet was actually the suitcase that I actually ended up packing and probably left within 15-20 minutes. And he took down the suitcase, put it on the bed, and then he went into the shower and, went into the bathroom. And I would say within 10 or 15 minutes, he turned back around and looked at me and said, what do you need a suitcase for? And I said, I'm done. I tried talking to you about, where do you go after work? Why are you working so late? How come sometimes you say you're going to be at work? You're not going to be at work. You didn't want to talk about it. All of the issues about me asking, where are you? I wasn't allowed to ask. And I told him that I gave him a deadline of, let's go to counseling. He didn't want to go to counseling. And I told him that I was just done. I was 23 years old, and I said, I'm just not going to deal with the bullshit anymore. I'm just over it, and I'm leaving. I'm packing my 2 suitcases. I probably grabbed makeup. I left all the jewelry that he bought me on the bed, which was diamonds, rubies, sapphires, Hawaiian pieces of jewelry. And I just didn't want it anymore. I didn't want the house. I just didn't want it. We had 3 cars, a motorcycle, a Jeep, beautiful home. The house was almost paid off. And I just didn't want it. I wasn't happy. So my mom had a flip-out moment when she found out that I left, because my husband at that time, first husband, who is now deceased, called my mom and said, oh, she's walking out on me. And I went to go stay at a hotel for just overnight. And then my dad called me at the hotel, because back then you didn't have cell phones. So I just called my dad from the hotel room and said, this is where I am. I'm just going to stay here overnight. And after that, I was just going to wing it, go see a realtor and go find myself an apartment and move into an apartment. And my dad had me probably within 2 days go move in with my grandmother for maybe 1.5 years instead of going and living on my own. He knew that I was already at my breaking point. He knew that I wasn't happy with my first husband. Kind of like together for 10, married for 7. Yeah, 10 years down the drain. But you know what? I was 23 years old. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I thought to myself and said, either if I stay in this relationship, I'm going to end up killing myself. That's how bad it was. I just didn't want to be around him. I just didn't want to be married. I used to dread coming home. I used to cry the whole way home from work because I just was so unhappy being married to him. I didn't mind coming home to my child. I just didn't want to have him in the house with my child. I know a lot of you are like, well, you should have kicked him out. Well, he's not like that. He's the only boy, spoiled, rotten, only child. Can't do no wrong by mommy and daddy. So, you know what? I took the bull by the horns, made a decision, and decided, well, if you're unhappy, you leave. He wasn't going to end up leaving. He wanted the house and the cars and the bank accounts. I told him exactly what to do with that house. I told him, you know what? Take the house and shove it up your ass. I don't really care. Because when it boils down to it, when it comes to your mental health, all the jewelry, all the diamonds, the house, the extravagant house he got me, brand new cars, brand new Jeeps, motorcycles, just beautiful, beautiful diamond ring. I just was not happy. It just didn't cut it. I don't like the lying. I don't like when my husband, who at that time, this one that I'm talking about, you ask him if he's going to go to work, and he's like, what business is it of you to ask me? You know I'm going to go to work. And I'm like, oh, getting kind of defensive. Okay, red flag. And once in a great while, he would call me and say he's working late. But I had a girlfriend and a sister that I asked to follow him after work from the police station. And he ended up, he was seeing somebody else on the side after work. So he really wasn't, quote unquote, working. He was working all right, but it wasn't on me. It was on somebody else. So, got through that marriage. That was one of the first topics I had here. Here we go. First marriage. All scribbly in the top. Yeah, he eventually got remarried to somebody else who was twice more controlling than what he was. So the grass wasn't green on the other side for him, but I ended up moving on with my second marriage, which I think I talked a little bit. You know, first 10 years of my second marriage was okay for the first 10 years. And after that, he was a raging, abusive alcoholic. But yeah, I think any advice that I have to give anybody is to probably, and I think it just depends on your religion, because most pastors wouldn't say you should probably move in with that person. Like now with my oldest son living here, he's in the midst of seeing someone else after 4 months of breaking up with his girlfriend. I told him to take it very slowly. And I told him, you know, casually go out on dating, talk on the phone, ask questions. Take it slowly. And instead of him moving back into his home, because he owns another home here in Hawaii, I told him, before you move that girl or any other woman back into his home, I want him to probably move into an apartment when he's ready for a couple of years, and take it really slowly. And then from there, if it works out really well, then move into the house with your next girlfriend, and just take it really slowly. Don't be like me, stupid and naive, thinking that I knew it all. You know, I had a controlling mom, so, you know, I'm gonna show her, you know, by, you know, moving in with my boyfriend, so then I don't have to answer to mom. And of course, as my auntie would say, honey, you went from the frying pan into the fire. You should have stayed at home. Or better yet, I should have probably just stood up to my mom. Don't get married. My nose is red right here. I have no idea why. Oh, a little bit of powder might fix it. But yeah, I went from the frying pan into the fire with my first marriage. Made a mistake on that one. The caviar stick is not that bad, yeah, for the eyeshadow. Not bad. I don't have to worry about editing this video. Thank goodness. Getting addicted to not editing. But, you know, life has its up and downs. And I've been talking for like, what, 54 minutes here. Didn't want to put a full face of makeup on, but I still don't consider this a full face of makeup. Not bad. I have my other small little lamp right here. Should probably adjust the lighting on it because I don't like it. Ooh, too high. That kind of washes me out a little bit. I only have this 2 side lamps on, because if not, I'll be in the pitch dark. You wouldn't be able to see me. So I'm just adjusting the lighting. Not bad. It is what it is when you're live unedited. So I think I talked about my car accident, life, mom, controlling mom, first marriage, failed, second marriage, failed. My first marriage was together for 10, married for 7. My second one was together for 23 years, married for 20. And now I'm with my fiance for the last 10 years and we're not married. Happy. Taking it slow. Taking it very, very slow. Let's see, what am I going to do today? I had on my list to do a coffee chat. But I'm not doing a coffee chat because it's not coffee, it's tea. We're having tea. I haven't been much on the internet unless I'm answering comments, either for this little channel that I have here or my other main channel, which I haven't been uploading videos. I just haven't been in the mood, to be honest. Just reading my sheets and what I have on here. If you notice, being in this real early in the morning, you notice how quiet my neighbors are, because you don't hear the kids screaming on the side. Because I looked at the forecast for today. Today's going to be a very hot day, so the neighbors next door are going to be having their kids, and they normally have one or two blow up pools that they fill up with water over here, so you'll hear kids screaming. So I thought, well, since this girl couldn't sleep and I need to throw in a load of laundry after I get done with this, who knows, I might come back here and sit down and do another chat with you guys and maybe upload 1 or 2 videos back to back. But I'm going to do a load of laundry. I'm going to go, after I get done with this video, I want to export it directly to YouTube, because it ends up in my photo file on my iPhone, and then I export it as unlisted. Find out what kind of crazy thumbnail YouTube's going to end up giving me, and then while I'm doing that, I'll go make a piece of toast, refresh my tea, perk some coffee with my creamer. I don't know, I'm going to keep this lip today. I'm going to put a little bit of a shimmer. The shimmer that I had was from e.l.f. The e.l.f. palette. So the shimmer that I put over my lips, and I apologize for not mentioning that to you, was, I have no idea because I peeled off the sticker and the name, but this is their bite-sized eyeshadow cream. Maybe it's called Cream and Sugar palette from e.l.f. Want to swatch the colors since I'm bored? Let's swatch the colors. This is the darkest color in the palette. Not bad. A gold shimmer. This is right there, that gold shimmer. Ooh, not bad. Plus I have the caviar stick from Laura Mercier that I stumbled across and found. And I'll have to use my thumb. And I need to do my nails in 1 or 2 days. So that's a matte, and that's 2 shimmers. So that's from e.l.f. Good travel size palette. Not bad. I'll use it sometimes. I just stumbled across this caviar stick, which I'll swatch again, and then struggle to get off. Because look, it's still kind of there. You see it right here? That's because I was taking it off with a makeup wipe and it didn't want to come off. So the 2 shimmer, I mixed this shimmer and this shimmer over my lips. Not bad. Kind of keeps the lip liner in place because I had lip gloss on. In fact, I'm going to take the rest of the shimmer that's on my hand and lightly go over my lips again. And you know what's nice about makeup? If you don't like it, go over with the lip pencil one more time. Kind of mute down the shimmer if you don't like a real shimmery. I like a shimmer. For those of you who follow my other channel, you know I like doing lip combinations. And if you do notice, I like to film when Jim is not home. So when you don't see videos, that means Jim is home. Now that shimmer, okay, I like that better. I like that better. Not bad. So I hope I didn't bore everybody. I got a chance to show you how I put on my brows, which I normally wouldn't do on my other channel because it would take me like forever to do a makeup look. Even though this one, I'm surprised, took like under an hour. But I think I'm trying to be so detailed on my other video and scrutinize myself so much that it just takes me like forever to end up putting on my makeup. So this would be my makeup for the day. Gonna make a toast. Gonna make a cup of coffee. Probably gonna answer some comments on my other channel. If there's any mini comments on this channel, which it's not that I don't care, but it's less stressful because I probably get like 3 or 4 comments on this one. It just kind of trickles in because I don't really subscribe to anybody on this channel. It's just a flat out my life unedited channel. And on this one, I don't hop over to anybody else's videos and leave comments. I just want this video really, I want this channel really, really small, really just small. And I got some banking I need to do. I have my nails on in 2 days because it's growing out. See, it's growing out. So I have to do it. My nails going for probably manicure and change up my nail polish. Do that. Who knows? Maybe get a pedicure at the same time. This girl needs to get pampered. I believe that everybody should go ahead and pamper themselves. And let's see. Laundry, banking. I need to schedule my blood lab for 2 weeks because I have lupus. So I schedule my blood work up every 30 days. A quick update on my son. He's still on radiation treatment and chemo. He gained 1.5 pounds back, so that's good news. Still worried. I don't feel like I'm ready to talk about it without just not crying. It's hard. It's hard to watch my son go through chemotherapy and radiation treatment because he has thyroid cancer. And this girl's already tearing up. I noticed that when I end up tearing up, it ends up ruining your makeup. Yeah. But you know what? God is good. I'm not gonna listen to what it's not that I'm not gonna listen to what the doctors have to say as far as advice. I will listen to that. But I do not believe that his life expectancy for 2 years is right. There is a higher God. I pray every night, every day, when I'm not crying in the shower and ruining my makeup like a lamb now. I'm talking about it. And he will be in full remission, and we thank the Lord in advance for that. Because I always believe in a higher God. God is in charge of everything. See, I told you, as soon as I end up talking about my son, I end up tearing up. And we're constantly going to have to fix our makeup if I keep on talking about it. So we won't. Yeah. But if not, I'll just spend the rest of the day fixing my makeup. I'm just going to be cheering up a storm. Just watching him go through radiation and chemo is a challenge in itself. Watching him lose 80 pounds in 6 months is tough for any parent, mother, parent, grandparent to watch. I think I'm going to leave that right there and just let my tear ducts do its thing. And it's always this eye. This eye ends up giving me more problems even when I'm not crying about my son. Yeah, my fiance knows that the only time I really cry, because I don't like seeing him in pain. While he's going through his treatments, I'll end up just crying in the shower. If I'm not crying here on YouTube right now. Look. See what I mean? That's why I can't talk about it. Because if not, all your hard work with the makeup, Ronaldin, goes down the drain. I should probably do a video on cry-proof makeup. Yeah. Cry-proof makeup. Probably like water. Definitely waterproof mascara, which is holding up really well. So I'll have to give a thumbs up to my Laura Mercier mascara. Good cry-proof mascara. Same mascara that I used at my mom's funeral. Cried and basically cried off all my makeup, so I ended up shoving my prescription glasses on because I had like mascara running down my face at my mom's funeral. I ended up going to the bathroom, washing off all my makeup at the funeral home. And I think I always have a backup makeup bag. I ended up slapping on the BB cream. I did my brows. I put some eye drops to get rid of the redness from my eyes. Stop my crying, of course. So I could go back in and say bye to my mom at the end of the wake service. And put on my prescription glasses, which helped to cover my eyes. Put on a glossy lip gloss and walk back into the funeral home to say goodbye to my mom. Didn't answer most of these questions, but thank you for sticking around. It's over an hour. So I'm going to go have my breakfast and start my day, throw in a load of laundry. And who knows, this girl might be back doing another video. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're all going to have a great and productive day, aren't we? Sorry for getting so emotional. Just can't help it. Okay? Life can be good and life can be bad. But until next time, I'll see you guys in my next unedited life video. Talk to you guys in my next video, guys. Bye.